Behind the Oosburn School here, we've got the Ballast Hills burial ground. It's been a ballast hill for a long time. Ships coming from all over the country and all over the world, dumping their ballast and building this up to the height that it is. But then, starting in around 1609, a lot of people started being buried here. This became a huge burial ground, if not Newcastle's main burial ground. But the funny thing is, there's no church associated with this place. It's outside the land of any church. So this was a burial ground for religious dissenters. Who were the religious dissenters? Well, they were people around the 17th century and the 18th century who didn't conform to the Church of England. So these are people like, well, the Seekers, who became the Quakers later on, but also people like the Levellers and more obscure groups like them, like the Diggers, but also more mainstream groups like Scottish Presbyterians and European dissenters. So this was a kind of burial ground for people who didn't fit into the church. Okay? And like I say, starting about 1609, lots of people started getting buried here, and today it's all kind of paved over, but these paving stones are actually gravestones. This became known as the Plaguey Fields because there was big plagues outbreaks in the 17th century, and bodies were just thrown into here. Like I say, it's not associated with any church. So St. Anne's over there, they didn't want to be buried in St. Anne's, which was part of All Saints, and they didn't want to be buried in the biker churches like St. Lawrence's and St. Michael's. They chose this piece of land. It was called as Plaguey Fields because when there was outbreaks of disease, like plague, and later on in the 19th century, like cholera, there was thousands of bodies being put in here, and it became a problem. It became a sanitary problem that just exacerbated the outbreaks at the time. So, like I say, we've got gravestones all round here of these religious dissenters. A lot of them Presbyterians, Scottish Presbyterians, and there's still some of them preserved here.